My beloved, this is no ordinary moment. You've been led here for a reason, a divine purpose that goes beyond mere coincidence. God has a message for you today, a call to your heart that has the power to transform your life. This is not a fleeting opportunity. It's an invitation to step into the fullness of His love, His guidance, and His promises. But it requires something from you, your attention, your openness, and your willingness to listen until the end. What if the breakthrough you've been praying for is wrapped up in the next few words? What if the answers you've been seeking are waiting to be revealed in this very moment? Don't let distractions pull you away. Stay with me as we journey together through God's message, a journey that could renew your spirit, strengthen your faith, and bring clarity to your purpose. But before we dive into these divine truths, take one small step to stay connected. Subscribe to this community where God's Word comes alive, where encouragement flows, and where faith is nurtured. By subscribing, you're committing to moments like this, moments that refresh your soul and equip you to face the challenges ahead. Click that button now and let's begin this incredible journey together. My beloved child, I see the depths of your heart, the longing to be fully known and completely loved. You may have searched for love in many places, only to feel let down or unfulfilled. But hear me now, I am the source of true and lasting love, a love that is constant, unchanging, and immeasurable. Today I am calling you to open your heart to the love I have for you and to let it fill every empty place. Before you took your first breath, I loved you. Remember my words, I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. These words are not just poetry, they are the foundation of your identity. My child, you were created in love, sustained by love, and redeemed by love. No matter what you have done or where you have been, my love for you remains unshaken. You may wonder, but Lord, how can you love me when I feel so unworthy? My child, my love is not based on your worthiness, it is based on my character. Think of the prodigal son, who returned home ashamed and broken, only to be met with open arms and a joyful celebration. My child, no matter how far you feel you've strayed, my arms are open wide for you. My love is not something you have to earn, it is a gift I freely give. Let me remind you of my promise, for I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation, will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. My child, these are not just comforting words. They are a declaration of my unbreakable commitment to you. Nothing can separate you from my love. Imagine a lighthouse standing tall on a stormy shore, its light shining steadfastly no matter how fierce the waves. My child, my love is like that light. It shines unwaveringly, guiding you through every storm and bringing you safely to shore. Trust that no matter how dark the night or how rough the seas, my love will never fail you. Living in my love also means letting it transform the way you see yourself. My child, I know the lies you've been told, the whispers that say you're not enough, that you're unworthy, that you're unloved. But those lies have no place in your life. My truth declares that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, chosen, and dearly loved. Let my love redefine how you see yourself, and know that you are cherished beyond measure. Let me give you a practical way to embrace my love each day. When you wake in the morning, declare this truth: I am loved by God, chosen by Him, and secure in His love. Spend time in my word, where you will find countless reminders of my love for you. My child, these daily moments of connection will anchor your heart in the reality of my unchanging love. You may feel that your heart is too broken to receive my love, but let me remind you, I am the God who heals. Think of the woman who reached out to touch the hem of my son's garment, believing that even the smallest connection would bring her healing. My child, my love is that powerful. It can heal your deepest wounds, restore your spirit, and make you whole again. As you rest in my love, let it overflow into the lives of others. My child, the world is filled with people searching for the love that only I can provide. When you live in my love, you reflect my heart to those around you. Trust that as you share my love with the world, it will multiply in your own life and bring hope to those in need. Today, I am calling you to rest in the truth of my love. My child, you were not created to live in fear, shame, or striving. You were created to dwell in the fullness of my love, to walk in freedom and to share my love with others. Trust that my love for you is unwavering, infinite, and life-changing. You are my beloved, and in my love, you will find peace, joy, and purpose. My beloved child, I see the questions that weigh on your heart, the uncertainty about your future, the fear of the unknown, and the doubts about your purpose. You may wonder if your life has meaning, if the path you're on is the right one, or if your dreams will ever come to pass. Let me assure you, I have a plan for you, a plan that is good, purposeful, and uniquely designed for who you are. Today, I am inviting you to trust my plan for your life, even when the way forward seems unclear. My plans for you were set before you were born. Remember my promise, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. These words are not just for others, they are for you. My child, every detail of your life, your strengths, challenges, and experiences, has been carefully woven together to fulfill a purpose greater than you can imagine. Trust that nothing in your life is wasted, and that I am working all things for your good. You may ask, but Lord, how can I trust your plan when it feels so different from what I expected? My child, trusting my plan does not mean understanding every detail. It means believing that I see the whole picture. Think of Joseph, who was sold into slavery by his brothers and imprisoned unjustly. He could not have imagined that these trials were part of my plan to elevate him to a position of leadership and to save many lives. My child, I am doing the same in your life, working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. Let me remind you of my promise. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. These words are an invitation to let go of the need to control and to rest in my guidance. My child, your understanding may be limited, but my wisdom is infinite. Trust that I am leading you even when the path ahead feels uncertain. Imagine a gardener planting seeds in the soil. The gardener knows the beauty and fruitfulness that will come in time, even when the seeds are hidden beneath the surface. My child, your life is like those seeds. You may not yet see the full bloom of my plan, but trust that I am tending to you, nurturing you, and preparing you for the season when everything will come to fruition. Trusting my plan also requires letting go of comparison. My child, I know how tempting it is to look at others and feel as though you are falling behind or missing out. But remember this, I have created you uniquely, with a purpose that is yours alone. Just as every part of the body serves a different function, so too does your role in my kingdom. Trust that your journey is not about being like someone else. It is about becoming who I created you to be. Let me give you a practical way to trust my plan each day. Start your morning with a prayer of surrender. Lord, guide my steps today. Help me to trust your plan and to walk in obedience to your will. As you move through your day, look for the opportunities one placed before you, moments to serve, love, and grow. My child, purpose is not just about the big picture. It is found in daily faithfulness and small acts of obedience. You may feel that your mistakes or failures have derailed my plan, but let me remind you, nothing is beyond my redemption. Think of Peter, who denied my son 3 times yet was restored and entrusted with building my church. My child, your past does not disqualify you from the future I have planned. I am the God of second chances, and I am working all things together for your good and my glory. As you trust my plan, let it transform the way you see your life. My child, you are not defined by your circumstances, your failures, or your fears. You are defined by my love, my calling, and my promises. Trust that I am equipping you for the purpose I have placed on your life, and that I will never leave your side. Today, I am calling you to release the doubts and fears that hold you back and to embrace the truth that I am in control. My child, you were not created to wander aimlessly or to live in fear of the unknown. You were created to walk in my purpose, to reflect my glory, and to bring light to the world. Trust that I am with you, guiding you toward the future I have prepared. You are my beloved, and your life has meaning in my plan. My beloved child, I see the burdens you carry, the struggles that make you feel weary, and the moments when you wonder if you have the strength to keep going. Life can be overwhelming, and the battles you face may feel impossible to overcome. But hear me now, you are not alone, and you do not have to face these challenges in your own strength. I am with you, and my power is made perfect in your weakness. Today, I am calling you to lean on me and find the strength you need in my presence. Strength begins with surrender. My child, I know how hard it is to admit that you can't do it all on your own, but remember my words. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. These are not just comforting words, they are a promise. When you bring your struggles to me, I will exchange your weariness for my strength, your fears for my peace, and your doubts for my hope. Trust that my power is greater than anything you face. You may ask, but Lord, how can I feel strong when everything around me seems to be falling apart? My child, true strength does not come from within yourself. It comes from me. Think of Paul, who declared, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. His strength was not his own, it was mine. In the same way, I am your source of unshakable strength. Trust that no matter how weak you feel, I am with you, empowering you to overcome every challenge. Let me remind you of my promise. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him and he helps me. These words are a declaration of my faithfulness. My child, when you trust in me, I become your shield against life's trials and your source of help in every situation. Lean into my presence and let my strength carry you through even the darkest valleys. Imagine a tree standing firm during a storm. Its branches may sway in the wind, but its roots hold it steady. My child, you are like that tree and I am your roots. The deeper you are grounded in me, the stronger you will stand no matter how fierce the storm. Trust that I am holding you steady and that my strength is greater than any challenge you face. Finding strength in me also means letting go of fear. My child, I know how fear can creep into your heart, whispering lies that make you feel small and incapable. But remember my words, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. These are not just comforting words. They are a declaration of the spirit I have placed within you. Trust that my spirit is your source of courage, clarity, and strength. Let me give you a practical way to find strength in me each day. Begin your morning with a prayer of dependence. Lord, I cannot face this day on my own. Be my strength, my guide, and my refuge. When challenges arise, pause and declare my promises over yourself. The Lord is my refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. My child, these daily declarations will anchor your heart in my truth and remind you that you are not alone. You may feel that your struggles are too great, but let me remind you, nothing is too great for me. Think of David, who faced Goliath with nothing but a sling and a stone. His strength did not come from his own abilities but from his faith in me. My child, the same power that was with David is with you now. Trust that I will give you the strength to face every challenge, no matter how impossible it seems. As you find strength in me, let it transform the way you approach life's difficulties. My child, challenges are not meant to defeat you. They are opportunities to grow closer to me and to discover the depth of my love and power. Trust that I am using every trial to strengthen your faith, build your character, and prepare you for the blessings I have in store. Today, I am inviting you to release the burdens you've been carrying and to rest in my strength. My child, you were not created to walk this journey alone. You were created to walk with me, trusting that my power is sufficient for every weakness. Let go of the fear that you are not enough, and embrace the truth that I am more than enough for you. You are my beloved, and in me, you will find the strength to overcome. My beloved child, I see the restlessness in your heart, the racing thoughts, the endless worries, and the weight of anxiety that threatens to overwhelm you. The world around you may feel chaotic, and you may long for calm, for a moment of stillness amidst the noise. But hear me now, true peace is not found in the absence of problems but in my presence. Today I am inviting you to step into the peace I offer, a peace that surpasses all understanding and quiets your soul. Peace begins with trust. My child, remember my words. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. These words are not just encouragement, they are a pathway to peace. Trusting me means shifting your focus from the chaos around you to the constancy of my love and faithfulness. My peace is not fragile or fleeting, it is steadfast and rooted in my presence. Trust that no matter what you face, I am with you, offering peace for your troubled heart. You may wonder, but Lord, how can I feel peace when my circumstances are so overwhelming? My child, peace is not about the absence of challenges, it is about my presence in the midst of them. Think of my disciples in the storm, terrified as the waves crashed around them. Yet my son stood and said, "Peace, be still," and the storm obeyed him. My child, I am still calming storms today. Trust that no matter how turbulent life feels, my presence is greater than the storm. Let me remind you of my promise. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. These words are more than reassurance. They are an invitation to trade your worries for my peace. My child, when you lay your burdens at my feet, I will guard your heart and mind with a peace that defies explanation. Imagine a bird resting on a branch during a storm. The wind howls and the rain pours, yet the bird remains calm because it trusts the branch to hold it steady. My child, I am your branch. No matter how fierce the storm, you can rest in the assurance that I am holding you. My peace is not shaken by the world's chaos, and neither should you be. Trust that I am your refuge, your strength, and your safe place. Experiencing my peace also means making room for it in your life. My child, I know how the demands of life pull you in every direction, leaving little space for rest. But remember my words, be still and know that I am God. In the stillness you will find my presence, my guidance, and my peace. Take time each day to step away from the noise, to quiet your heart, and to listen for my voice. Trust that I will meet you there and fill you with my peace. Let me give you a practical way to experience my peace each day. Begin your morning with a prayer. Lord, I invite your peace into my heart today. Help me to trust you and to rest in your presence. When worries arise, pause and declare my promises. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. These moments of connection with me will become a wellspring of peace, sustaining you through every challenge. You may feel that peace is out of reach, especially in seasons of pain or uncertainty. But let me remind you, my peace is not fragile, nor is it dependent on your circumstances. Think of Paul and Silas, who sang praises to me while imprisoned. Their chains could not bind their hearts because their peace came from me. My child, I am inviting you to experience that same unshakable peace, no matter what you are facing. As you experience my peace, let it overflow into the lives of others. My child, the world is filled with people searching for the calm that only I can provide. When you live in my peace, you reflect my love and offer hope to others. Trust that as you rest in me, I will use your life to bring peace to those who need it most. Today, I am calling you to let go of the worries that weigh you down and to step into the peace I offer. My child, you were not created to live in constant fear or anxiety. You were created to dwell in my presence, to trust in my love, and to experience the peace that surpasses all understanding. Trust that I am with you, calming the storms within and around you. You are my beloved, and in my presence, you will find the peace your soul longs for. My beloved child, I see the uncertainty that surrounds you, the moments when you feel unsure of the next step, the questions that linger in your heart, and the doubts that try to take root. Life's path may feel hidden and the road ahead uncertain, but hear me now. Faith is not about knowing every step, it is about trusting the one who leads. Today, I am inviting you to walk in faith, even when the way forward seems unclear, knowing that I am with you every step of the way. Faith begins with trust. My child, remember my words. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. These words are not just a definition, they are a call to action. Faith is not the absence of questions or doubts. It is the decision to trust me in the midst of them. Trust that even when you cannot see the whole picture, I am painting something beautiful for your life. You may wonder, but Lord, how can I walk in faith when I feel so uncertain? My child, walking in faith does not require you to have all the answers. It only requires you to trust the one who does. Think of Abraham, who left everything familiar to follow my call, not knowing where I was leading him. His faith opened the door for my promises to unfold. In the same way, I am calling you to take steps of faith, trusting that I will guide you one step at a time. Let me remind you of my promise. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way, Walk in it. These words are a declaration of my presence in your life. My child, I am not a distant God. I am intimately involved in every detail of your journey. Trust that as you seek me, I will guide your steps and show you the way forward. Imagine a traveler walking through a dense fog. They cannot see the whole path ahead, but they trust the guide walking beside them. My child, I am your guide. You may not see the entire journey, but I am leading you step by step. Trust that my timing is perfect and that my plans for you are good. Walking in faith is not about clarity, it is about confidence in me. Walking in faith also means releasing the need for control. My child, I know how tempting it is to hold tightly to your plans, your timelines, and your expectations. But remember my words, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. Trust that my plans are higher than yours, and that I see the end from the beginning. When you release control, you make room for my spirit to work in ways you cannot yet imagine. Let me give you a practical way to walk in faith each day. Start your morning with a prayer of trust. Lord, I may not know what today holds, but I trust that you are guiding me. Show me the next step and help me to follow your lead. As you go through your day, look for signs of my presence. Moments of peace, unexpected blessings, or opportunities to serve. My child, faith is not about grand gestures. It is found in daily acts of obedience. You may feel that your faith is too small to make a difference, but let me remind you, even a mustard seed of faith can move mountains. Think of the Israelites standing before the Red Sea, with no way forward and an enemy behind them. Yet through faith, the waters parted and they walked on dry ground. My child, I am the same God who made a way for them, and I will make a way for you. Trust that your faith, no matter how small, is enough when it is placed in me. As you walk in faith, let it transform the way you see uncertainty. My child, the unknown is not something to fear. It is an opportunity to rely on me and to see my faithfulness unfold. Trust that I am using every moment of uncertainty to draw you closer to me, to strengthen your character, and to prepare you for the blessings that are to come. Today, I am calling you to take a step of faith, even if the path ahead feels unclear. My child, you were not created to live in fear or hesitation. You were created to walk boldly in my promises, trusting that I am with you every step of the way. Let go of the need to have all the answers and embrace the truth that I am your guide. You are my beloved, and in me, you will find the courage to walk in faith. My beloved child, as we bring this message to a close, I want to remind you of the truths we've journeyed through together. These are not just words, they are my promises to you, promises of love, peace, strength, and purpose. Every step you take with me leads you closer to the life I've prepared for you, a life filled with hope, joy, and the assurance that you are deeply loved. The road ahead will have its challenges, but you are not walking it alone. My presence is with you, guiding your steps, calming your fears, and strengthening your heart. Remember my words, I will never leave you nor forsake you. This is not just a reassurance, it is the foundation of your faith. Trust that I am with you in every moment, working all things together for your good. As you move forward, take what you've learned and let it shape your life. Let my love guide your decisions, my peace calm your storms, my strength carry your burdens, and my promises anchor your soul. These truths are not just for today, they are for every day, a constant reminder that I am with you and for you. I challenge you now, what will you do with what you've received? Will you trust me with your heart, your plans, and your fears? Will you take steps of faith even when the way feels unclear? Will you let go of the doubts that hold you back and embrace the life I've called you to live? My child, this is your moment to say yes to me, to step into my promises with confidence and hope. Finally, let this not be the end but the beginning of a deeper relationship with me. Seek my presence daily, spend time in my word, and surround yourself with others who will encourage your faith. And if this message has touched your heart, take a moment to subscribe and join this community of believers. Together, we will continue to grow, learn, and walk in the fullness of my promises. Today, I leave you with this truth. You are never alone. You're always loved. You are held in the hands of the one who created you. Go forward with courage and faith, knowing that my plans for you are good and that my love for you is unchanging. You are my beloved, and I delight in you always.